This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, the GME naked shorters are still doubling and tripling down on the naked shorting. They're still pushing buy orders into the dog pools, sell orders onto the lit exchange in order to manipulate the price. And the evidence of this is obvious as hell. But somehow the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI don't see anything that requires an investigation. It is absolutely crazy to me that this level of fraud and corruption could be going on in the United States stock market right there in broad daylight. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI are practicing willful blindness. And one of the main reasons why is because the victims of these crimes are who? Majority of the victims are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. They would not allow this type of trading, in a stock that the 1%ers were long in. People would be held accountable, and there would be indictments, there would be arrests, because they would be sending a very clear message that fraud and corruption is not allowed when the victims of the fraud and corruption end up being the 1%ers. But the message they do send to everybody else is this, that if you rob retail investors, you rob pension funds, you rob institutions that follow the rules, there will be no real consequences. Once in a while, 5 or 10 years after you commit the crimes, we will give you a tiny fine. Anyway, the GME numbers, you know, these numbers mean absolutely nothing because they do what they want whenever they want with no consequences. And we don't see the true volume because they make trades that don't even end up in a dog pool, and everybody knows they're doing it, and they do absolutely nothing about it. They're reporting a volume of 8,702,999. They're still claiming 26.78% of the float is DRS. 100% of the float could be DRS, and it wouldn't matter. They would still create millions of counterfeit GME shares every single day. And the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI would not see anything that required that investigation. 42.9% of that volume was shorted shares. So they found 3,600,000 GME shares to short into the market and manipulate the price. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI refused to ask the very simple question. Where did you get those shares from? Where did they originate? And the thing is, the fraud, out of control. The fraud, very obvious. Yet, nobody is being held accountable. Absolutely crazy. And on top of that, they claim they can cover all of their GME short positions in 5.72 trading days. Absolutely crazy, mathematically impossible. If they could have covered all those shorts in that short period of time, they would have done it and exited the play. But they can't. They are trapped in the play, and there's no escape for them. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that a GME naked shorters can escape their GME short positions in 5.72 trading days? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.